Hi, welcome back. I want to provide you guys a Christmas look today since we are approaching the season. So yeah, let's dive right into this. I'm going to do like a red and green eyeshadow look. And because I'm doing a really colorful glam look, I'm going to start with the eyeshadow. Just in case I get fallout, I can fix that easier. So I'm going to start with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. And because I'm doing bright colors, I want to prime my eyelids extra well. That way the colors pop more and they look more pigmented. In fact, I might even, well, we'll see. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use this flat brush and I'm gonna start with this bougie light green shade on the top of my on my top lid up here. Actually, scratch that. I'm gonna also put some white concealer on here to even bring out the color more. So I'll be right back. Let me fix this. Okay, so I have a different idea. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. White concealer as my eyeshadow primer. I did put some of the Urban Decay on as well, but this is lighter, so I just think it'll pop more. So I'm gonna apply this on here fast. And then I'm gonna blend this over just until it has full coverage. Okay, I think this will do the trick, you guys. Especially since I kind of have a more olivey skin tone, it's harder for those like bright colors to show up. So I think this will make that happen. Okay, and you guys, I got so excited to start this that I failed to moisturize first, so I'm gonna do that. But I guess I'm gonna have to not do my eyelids. But I primed them, so I guess it's fine. But I'm gonna use the Bubble Hydrating Moisturizer. Okay. Now let's dive into the colors. Okay, again, the bougie light green. I'm gonna start that on the upper part. And we'll just kind of see where this goes. I have a vision of what I want, but I don't know exactly, so I'm just gonna kind of wing it. Apply more of that. Okay, I think that's good for the top lid for now. Okay, and I think next I'm just gonna go in with this jungle green. And yeah, this is the Revolution palette, and I'll link it below. And I'm just gonna place this on the middle lid, on the middle of my lid. And I'm gonna blend this into my crease too a little bit. Alrighty, good. The colors are popping more than I thought they would. So I am pleased with that. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna actually dig into another eyeshadow palette. My Cactus Cool palette has a bunch of green tones that I like. And I kind of want to do a darker green here. So I'm gonna maybe mix some of this. I want to mix this jungle green right here, the one that I used for my eyelid, with kind of this dark forest green color. So I'm just gonna dab into that just to give it kind of that dark outer corner, or give the outer corner a dark shade to it. But I don't want it to be too dark because we want it to look festive for the holidays. Okay, and we're gonna let that be for now. Now I'm gonna do the red in the inner corner of the eyelid. And I like this neon palette for my red color. This palette's my favorite. I just think it's the most vibrant red. And we're gonna go into Miss Heat Wave over here. Actually, I'm gonna use a different brush just because I only have a little bit of room in there and I wanna be precise with it. And so I'm actually gonna use this tiny angled brush. I know that seems kind of crazy, but I really wanna keep those colors distinct from each other. And it's hard to do that if I use any other kind of brush. I kind of wish I would have left a little more room, but it's fine, we'll work with it. And then I'll apply it to the bottom lid too, so it'll bring out the red a little more. Okay, now I'm gonna go on the other eye. Okay. Just gonna go in with a little more. Alrighty, so we got the inner corners with the red in, and I'll blend later. Since I already have the red palette out and I have the brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the bottom lash, or the bottom lid. Okay. Cool, got that in. I vibe with this. This is actually kind of cool. Okay, now I'm gonna do this side of my under eyelid, and I'm just gonna go in with that, back to that jungle green. And I'm also gonna use my angled brush. Cool. All right. And I do want to wing out this eyeshadow, so I'm just going to apply a little more of the darker shade to it. That way I have something to wing out. And I'll go back to my white flat brush, my packing brush. Perfect. Okay, let me go I'm gonna go grab just a piece of tissue paper so that I have an outline to angle. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just gonna place it about right here. And then I'm just gonna try to wing out this edge. Okay, cool, I like that. We're gonna go to this side now. And there's that. Awesome. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in and kind of blend the edges a little bit. I don't want to blend them too much because I don't want a super big ombre effect, because I do want to distinguish the colors, but I don't want it to be too harsh of a line, you know, so I'm just gonna blend it a little bit. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, got those colors on. And I'm still kind of deciding if I want to like alter it or blend anything else. I'm just gonna get started with the other steps and then I'll see how I feel about this. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. concealer. I'm gonna mist my beauty blender. I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer down here just to, because some breakouts down there. I'm gonna mist it again. Awesome possum. Okay. And I do think I'm just gonna use this brush fast to kind of just blend this up here. There's just a little part up here that I want to touch up. Same on this side. Okay, just the little things. All right, now we're gonna bronze using the NARS bronzer. Just go across my forehead just to bring some warmth. And then I'm gonna go on the side of my face. Wonderful. And we're gonna use this liquid blush. And I'm going to use this one. This is really pigmented. I like it. I think it fits for the holidays. I think it looks really festive. We're going to go over here. That was a lot. Ooh, that was a little much. Here. Wipe some of it off. Let's just see how this turns out. We'll just trust the process for now. Maybe it'll be fine. And I changed the lighting in here from the last time, so let me know how it looks, because I'm just trying things out, because I'm just starting this process, so bear with me. Right, we're gonna call that good for that side. All right, and I'm gonna take my angled brush again and just kind of, I decided I kind of just wanna connect the corners a little bit more, blend them together. Nothing too major, just cute. All right, now we highlight using the Hollywood highlighter. I really love this highlighter. I've had this for a couple years. And it's also festive. It's perfect. And as usual, we got to do some on the nose. Can't not highlight the nose. And I'll just use this side of this brush. Perfect. You guys, this look is really coming together, actually. Better than I thought, at least. I do like the use of colors. I do want to highlight my inner corner, though, so I'm going to. So I'm going to get this back out. Actually, no. Well, okay, I'm going to do this and then mix it with some red eyeshadow. Kind of bring out that red a little more. So I'm going to highlight. And then just a dot of red eyeshadow. Alrighty, now I'm going to tightline my eyes. I'm going to be right back because I can't do this on camera. I have to, well, no, maybe I'll give it a try. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to like really focus and do this. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. I just tightlined my eyes. Sorry, I'm just feeling extra like shaky today, so I couldn't do it on camera. But I just did the top. I didn't do the bottom. And I feel like it closes my eye more, and I feel like it opens, my eye looks bigger if I just do the top. So now we'll move on to eyebrows. So I'm just going to use this e.l.f. putty. This has always been my go-to. Then I'm going to blend it with this powder just to kind of fill everything else in. All right, just finished the eyebrows. And I should have done this before I put the eyeshadow on, but I'm doing it now. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. Hopefully this doesn't mess it up. Okay, it's fine. But yeah, I would recommend curling your eyelashes before you put your other stuff on. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm just gonna use my telescopic mascara. And then I just like to wing out the edges to kind of make them look longer. Perfect. We're gonna do lips. So I'm gonna go in with this lip stain lipstick, Everlasting. I just like this color with the green and red. And then I'm going to put some of this lip injection on it, on top. I think I'm almost out of this. That's really sad. Okay, I'm going to go on my bottom lid and just kind of give this one last blend. Right, and then I'm going to do my setting powder. Use this brush. And first I'm going to focus under my under eye. Go this. And then I'll just go over my whole face here, just to kind of soften everything and bring it all together. Make sure it lasts. Right. And then I'm gonna do my setting spray, and that will complete the look. All right, you guys, this is the finished look. I hope we like it. I really do like the color combination. I think it's pretty festive. So if you're looking for a go-to holiday look, maybe try this out. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.